Raven Software, you've given us some gems over the years. Let's see. Heretic 2, Quake 4, a couple X-Men games. Hell yeah. Alright, you've got a pretty impressive resume. We see that you can handle the superhero games, but let's not forget about the overwhelming number of terrible movie-based video games already on the market today. Now, you think you have what it takes to handle a big screen superpower like Wolverine and coincide its release with the release of the new Wolverine movie? We'll see, you cocky bastards. Let's take a look at the new game.
He was a success, but he can't be trusted. We have his DNA for Weapon 11. Terminate him.
X-Men Origins Wolverine, the game, follows pretty much the same story as the new movie of the same title, just in much greater depth. So if you're a comic book junkie, or you just want more information that the movie may have left out, the game will certainly fill in a lot of the gaps. The game begins by detailing James Logan Howitt's adventure in Africa with the all-mutant Team X. We then bounce backwards and forwards in time, encountering events throughout his tragic life. We get an in-depth view of Logan's escape from the Weapon X facility in Alkali Lake, his run-in with Gambit at the Corbo Casino, and of course the island where he learns all of his life secrets before encountering Deadpool. Unlike many other games made for movies, Wolverine actually makes sense. There isn't anything out of the ordinary that would make you think, what? Why'd they put that in the game? Where's that in the movie? It's interesting and it's actually pretty fun right from the beginning. What I really enjoyed were the hidden story elements and background voices, providing tons of additional information about Wolverine and the characters around him that influence his life. I won't get into any details though, I don't want to give away any spoilers. X-Men Origins Wolverine is a hack-slash-button masher at its best, similar to the Devil May Cry series. The game is nearly constant combat, where each kill yields a small portion of experience. Once enough experience is earned, you gain a level, granting you a few skill points that you can use to increase Logan's attributes, such as the strength of his claws, his health and his rage, and his special abilities. Experience can also be gained by completing objectives and grabbing dog tags off of hidden soldier corpses. Logan also gains the ability to use up to 3 mutagens that allow you to add and customize passive bonuses to your stats, such as more health, faster regeneration, and extra damage to certain enemies. The game's levels are for the most part linear, as there are no side quests. You simply run from one end of the level to the other. There are some puzzles scattered here and there, but they're all extremely simple to figure out, so that you aren't bogged down with too much thinking. The game is all about beating the crap out of everything, and it's bloody. Achievements are pretty easy to unlock, as the first few hours they're just popping up left and right simply from playing the game and killing enemies with special combos. You can also unlock different classic Wolverine costumes to play the game in, as well as additional difficulty levels once you beat the game. From start to finish, this game should take you between 12 and 15 hours, but it has a lot of replayability simply because it's so much fun to beat the snot out of everything that moves with your large variety of abilities. Wolverine has a huge arsenal of moves to handle the different enemies, but this is also a double-edged sword because lots of the time, I just forgot how to properly execute them when I needed to and got whooped up on. Different enemies require different tactics to defeat them. You can't simply lunge at every bad guy and pummel them with your claws. Wolverine of course has regenerating health, so if you start to take too much damage, you can avoid death by dodging and blocking, or even just running away long enough so your health can regenerate. As you kill enemies, small red orbs appear and are sucked into your body, giving you some rage. Special abilities then are executed by draining rage from this bar. These abilities are extra powerful and usually will take out entire groups of enemies. But because there are so many freaking enemies continually coming at you, the special abilities aren't overpowered at all because they're a necessity to stay alive. One really cool feature of the game is Wolverine's feral senses. When turned on, everything becomes a little hazy, but enemies glow bright orange, even if they're invisible to the human eye. Any object that you can interact with glows green, and a bright blue smoky trail points you in the right direction to your next objective. Wolverine can also pick up and throw enemies into lots of the objects that are spotted in feral senses, and impale them, giving all kinds of extra ways to take them out.
Didn't you say that?
X-Men Origins Wolverine utilizes the power of the Unreal Engine 3, and the graphics are beautiful and very lifelike. There's a wide variety of color in the different environments, so you get away from the pools of brown and gray in most games that utilize the same engine. The frame rate is always high and it never dips or lags. The game uses both pre-rendered and game engine rendered cutscenes. The pre-rendered cutscenes look absolutely amazing, almost as if they were taken straight from the movie. They're so realistic. The only downside is there's not enough of them. Now the game engine rendered cutscenes look great, and there's just enough of them not to annoy you, making sure you still have plenty of time to mash faces. The right thumbstick controls the camera as you would expect. It's fluid and actually never gets in the way or prevents you from seeing what you need to see. As Wolverine takes damage, you'll actually see it on him. If a rocket hits him in the chest, you'll see a huge hollow hole through his torso, and being that he regenerates his health, the wound goes away over time. It's pretty cool. Unlike my last review of Star Ocean: The Last Hope, the voice acting in Wolverine is great. Logan and Victor Creed both share the same voice actors as they had in the movie, but most of the other characters are acted by others. Fortunately, that doesn't matter, as they are really convincing and the major characters all look exactly like their movie representations.
I'm a lot of things.
Things that need to remain secret. You're a mutant? I should have known.
What are you doing here, Logan?
I heard your phone message to Wraith. I came here looking for Victor Creed.
So this is all your fault.
Well, Raven Software, you've done it. Finally a good game made after a movie. Though, can we really claim the game was made after the movie? I mean, even though it was released the same time the movie came out, and under the same name, and even kind of following the events in the movie, there simply is so much extra in the game that it almost seems that it's not based on the movie after all. The graphics are awesome, the gameplay's fun, there's tons of action and blood and really cool special effects and abilities. The story's great and answers so many questions that I had about Wolverine. But does this game merit the $60 price tag? That's tough to say. I got it for my birthday and it gave me a lot of enjoyment. But should you buy it? Hardcore comic junkies? Yes. Action button smasher junkies? Yes. Everyone else? I'd probably wait to pick it up when it's 30 or 40 bucks.